The term gender originally came into widespread use in the social sciences to refer to those female-male differences which are given by society and perpetuated through upbringing, as distinct from differences which are dictated by biology. It is as if when we are born, we are given a box based on our genders. A box for women, possibly filled with dolls, makeup, graceful movements, dresses, patience, and perseverance. Likewise, a box for men, maybe containing strength, action figures, trucks, dominance, and leadership. Gender norms expression completely. Japanese feminism differs from Western feminism in that it is less focused on individual autonomy. Some believe that Japan's liberation movement was imported from the United States, but many deny the case. Much of Europe and the United States were experiencing gender equality movements in the late 1960s and 70s, demanding such things as equal employment opportunities and abortion rights. Women protested against the Miss America beauty pageant and tossed bras into a trash can as a sign of independence from men. The women's liberation movement in Japan was not about winning equal rights with men. Instead, it addressed the fundamental repressed role that women were forced to play and called for liberation from their sex. There was little high-profile activism around women's labor rights until the 1970s, when the Uman Ribu burst into public consciousness on 21st of October 1970, when Uman Ribu marched in the streets of Tokyo carrying signs with such slogans protesting about a range of issues. What distinguished them from previous feminist movements was their emphasis on the liberation of the sex. They did not aim for equality with men, but rather focused on the fact that men should also be liberated from the oppressive aspects of a patriarchal and capitalist system. Instead of being applauded for their achievements, however, the media continued to label feminists as unattractive, hysterical women, a negative image that persists to this day. During the 21st century, Japanese women have gained significant advantages and strides in the workplace. They are now working in unprecedented numbers, higher than America's working female population. This might sound like a win, but the current pay gap in Japan for women is a shocking 40% in contrast to what men make, and only 1 out of every 10 management positions are occupied by women. Furthermore, working Japanese mothers get very little support from the state, and many bosses even consider marriage a death knell for women's career. It is said that the bosses assume that a woman will get pregnant and have to resign. Roughly 70% of women do, in fact, stop working after the first child, or work part-time instead. While Japan has made huge advances in gender equality in the workplace and society, there are still numerous issues that need to be addressed and worked on in order for true equality of the sexes to be reached.